Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and here today with another really cool piece of pre-owned inventory. This one is a 2021 911 Turbo. So the 911 Turbo is kind of toward the very top end of the 911 kind of model range. There are all kinds of different types, and in fact they're all turbocharged now, or the vast majority of them, but only some get the turbo moniker, and that does mean quite a bit still. The other cars that are turbocharged, your Carrera, S, GTS, those all have turbos on them, but they don't get that turbo name because they're really designed to feel like a naturally aspirated engine. They just happen to be turbocharged with a little bit more low-end torque than they used to have. The cars that are still branded as 911 turbos are really a separate beast altogether. They can still be a comfortable daily driver if you want them to be, but there's a whole lot more ferocity kind of hiding under the skin with these things when you unleash it. The performance is pretty unreal. Aesthetically, they've got a little bit more presence than a Carrera would as well, with the big side intakes in the back being the most prominent giveaway that you're looking at a turbo as opposed to a Carrera. They also have the big wing in the back, and the turbos are all-wheel drive. This is, as I said, the 2021, which means the 992 generation of 911. That launched in the 2020 model year for the Carrera S's. Other variants kind of came out as the years went on. The turbo was introduced in 21. So it used a 3.7 liter flat 6-cylinder engine, 570 horsepower. Acceleration-wise, Porsche rates it at the exact number I don't even have on me, but it's between 6.5 and 3 seconds, 0 to 60. But if you see independent tests, they'll do it a whole lot quicker than that. Porsche tends to underestimate those values, give you kind of a worst case scenario, but it's in fact even quicker than that, which is pretty wild. It's a pretty crazy thing. But let's talk about this one in particular. So, starting with the outside, this is jet black metallic, one of the most popular colors that we sell, and certainly suits the car very well. These wheels are 20 inches up front, 21 inches in the back, and they're the 911 Turbo S exclusive design wheels. So pretty cool wheel design, just aesthetically, but that also means you get the center lock setup as opposed to the more conventional kind of 5 bolts. So a little bit more race car inspired there, gives it a cool look, but also just more of that racetrack derived technology, lighter. More unsprung weight is what I'm trying to get at, so adds performance in that way as well. Other stuff outside I wanted to talk about, an important one is sport exhaust, which you didn't used to be able to get on turbos prior to this generation, but they added that to the option list, so you can press that button and make it sound a little bit louder, a little bit more aggressive, and you can choose which color you'd like for the exhaust tips to be. With this one, it was ordered with black tips, as was probably the right choice, with the vehicle itself in black as well as the wheels. Bit of a theme going there, but it looks great. Other stuff outside, we've got the power folding mirrors, nice option to see for sure, and the glass roof. So it is glass, it'll let light in, it'll also actually let air in. It will open in a lot of these kind of larger coupes. The glass doesn't always open, but with this one it does. I think that's about everything outside that I wanted to talk about. The headlights as well. They are the top level matrix LED, which is a pretty neat technology. You have 84 individual LEDs per side, and you can leave your high beams on when a car is coming the other way. It sees that and turns off only the specific LEDs that are affecting that car, and leaves the high beams on kind of, in the rest of your field of vision. So really excellent late night driving. It's a pretty neat thing, to just kind of see that black spot as they're driving through and keeping the rest of it on. Really cool stuff. But let's move on then to the inside of this one. This is the two-tone black and Bordeaux, full leather interior. The turbos will always get that. So with the other cars, you can kind of choose how much leather coverage you want. With the turbos, they're always going to have that full leather, meaning not only are your seats leather, but so are your doors entirely, and your dashboard. The upper part of the dash as well as the lower part of the dash, glove box, all that stuff will be leather wrapped, which is great. Gives it a very premium feel in there, and no plastic materials that you're touching. Just about everything is a really high-end finish, which is awesome. The smooth finish leather, as Porsche calls it, and I love it. I can't get enough of it in our cars. And the black and red is a nice touch. Gives you a little bit of contrast. All black, everything. A lot of people like that. I like a little bit more contrast. So black all outside and a splash of color inside with the red, I think works quite well. Some other content in there. The seats are the most adjustable seat that we offer. They're the 18-way adjustable seat, so you have not only the thigh extension and lumbar support that you would get with the 14-way seat, but also variable bolsters. So the seat base you can wrap into wrap you a little bit more tightly, as well as the seat back, so you're really held snugly in your seat, which with this kind of performance and power, nice to have for sure. They are also heated as standard, but with this one the seat ventilation was option as well. Another nice option that I sort of like to see on these ones, and is something most people tend to want in a pre-owned car. As well, the top level sound system is in this one, the Burmester Audio, so much higher output in terms of just wattage than you get with the Bose sound system that would have been standard on the car, and looks a little bit cooler too. You get the metal speaker grills and just a bit of a more premium feel than the Bose gives you, and yeah, of course, just much higher quality of sound. If you are an audiophile and have uncompressed files, that's when you really get the most out of it. Listening to the radio, it'll still sound better than the Bose, but if you invest in the better audio source to put through Burmester, that's when you really hear the difference. It's quite impressive. Lane change assist option as well, which is Porsche for blind spot warning. It's become pretty well a must-have for most people on 911s. And front axle lift. So especially with the turbos, they have the rear wing we talked about that goes up, but they'll also have a front wing that goes out. It's a pneumatic thing. There's a tube under there that inflates and pushes that front wing down, and makes the car quite low. If you're in Sport Plus mode, you can be scraping pretty easily. A front axle lift allows you to press a button and lifts up that front axle, so you can clear speed bumps, or if you're going up really steep entrances into parking lots, things like that. It happens quite quickly and easily when you press the button. I'm always impressed by how efficient it is and effective. It works super well and saves you from replacing those front spoilers all the time. Definitely a nice feature, which frankly we don't see on all the cars, so nice to see on this one. And then another important note, of course, is that it is a Porsche approved certified pre-owned vehicle. So that means it has gone through our inspection and reconditioning process, which is performed by a Porsche certified tech using only Porsche certified parts, and it gets the warranty extension. So as a brand new car, it would have received 4 years or 80,000 kilometers of coverage, kind of from factory. That gets extended to 6 years and unlimited kilometers. So in the case of this vehicle in particular, it'll have comprehensive Porsche warranty until August of 2027, which is pretty crazy, and no kilometer limit on that versus the 80,000 that would be on a new car. So a bonus there. You actually get more warranty with this one than you would if you bought a new one. So pretty cool stuff there. And of course, significantly nowadays, you save the luxury tax on the pre-owned as well versus the new, and it's here and ready for you right now. You don't have to order and wait for potentially years for us to actually get the allocation to fill your order. So a cool opportunity and a really cool car. It looks great. The performance is unreal. And this one's really nicely optioned as well. And again, that warranty. So it's got a whole lot going for it. There are a couple of other options as well that maybe you didn't hear me mention. It might be because it's already standard on the turbo. So do look through the listing if you're on our website now, and check that all out. If you have any questions, do give us a call or pay us a visit when we're done shooting here. We'll bring this one upstairs. It'll be on display in our showroom. So yeah, please do come check it out. Thanks so much for watching.